iPhone 10. Now, unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, let's try that again. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to backup here.
Yeah, let's go to backup. A minor malfunction this week while Apple executives were showing off the new iPhone 10. A facial recognition feature called Face ID did not work as planned.
Glad to see it happens to other people. Face ID is the iPhone's newest security feature. It uses a 3D scan of the user's face to unlock the phone. And while it's cutting-edge technology, it's also raising questions about privacy and security. Andy Greenberg has been covering these concerns for Wired, where he's a senior writer, and he is here with us today. Andy, good morning.
Good morning.
So we've heard about other facial recognition technology where you can use a photo to trick it, but with the iPhone, that's not the case.
Right. It's not going to be that easy to spoof your face as it has been for like the Galaxy S8 or other facial recognition systems where you could just show it a photograph. The new iPhone, the iPhone 10, is going to use tens of thousands of infrared dots on your face that it projects itself and then uses an infrared camera to see how those are distorted and to get a kind of 3D map of your face. This is not going to be easy to spoof, but I've talked to hackers.
Maybe not easy to use in the sense that you had that malfunction.
Yeah, despite all this, they have had glitches. But then I've talked to hackers who say they're going to break this. And in fact, if you remember the Touch ID fingerprint reader on the last iPhones, those were broken within days of the release of the phone, just in demonstrations. But that doesn't mean that a malicious hacker couldn't do this. And your face is out there on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
If they can assemble those public facial photographs of you into a model, then they can break into your phone.
Right.
So you mentioned the fingerprint ID that they've had on the phone for a few years here now. Why are they doing away with that? Because that was hackable?
Well, Apple seems to have this war on inconvenience where even just having to have a little one button on your phone is too many. Right. So they want the experience to be so seamless that you don't even notice the features or notice the security. So the idea is that you'll just look at your phone and it'll recognize you. You don't even have to show it your finger. But we should be clear that this is a compromise of the security of your phone for convenience. And in fact, the safest thing you can do is to turn off your fingerprint reader, your face print reader, and just use that 6-digit PIN code, which is remarkably difficult to break in an iPhone.
It's interesting because I think I always thought that the fingerprint technology was the
You'd
safer.
think that would
I thought
be
that
the
was
safest
safer.
thing.
Yeah, and it's not. Biometrics are not necessarily the safest way then.
Well, there's a few reasons why not. I mean, first of all, the 6-digit passcode is just mathematically almost impossible to guess given the number of tries that Apple offers you. And we saw that with the Apple versus FBI conflict last year. The FBI couldn't break into a phone with a 6-digit passcode without Apple's help until they probably got the help of the NSA or someone. Then there's this issue of the fact that you can be very easily coerced to show your finger or more easily your face to someone who wants to break into your phone, whether that's a mugger or a kidnapper or the police. If they have a warrant, you can actually refuse to give your passcode and plead the Fifth Amendment in many cases against self-incrimination. You can't refuse to show them your face. I mean, it's right there. Right. So it's going to be in many ways easier to break into phones with biometrics than with a PIN code.
That's interesting. I mean, even the ACLU calls facial recognition one of the more dangerous biometrics.
I think that Apple is doing it in the safest way that you can do it. Yeah. But they're also, by virtue of releasing this thing that's going to be in millions of people's hands, it's going to train Americans to use their face as a security mechanism. And once we're used to that, it's just a matter of time until tech companies are uploading those faces. And Apple is not, but maybe Amazon or Google or somebody else will create a database of face prints.
Right.
Or maybe
which could be useful how?
Well, that just might be the way that they more kind of easily let you log into your online accounts with your face. And if they keep that centralized database, or if a government agency does, then it's only a matter of time until it leaks. And then we're really in trouble in terms of privacy and security.
Yeah, so many are going towards that biometric standard there. Andy Greenberg, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.